Hello and welcome, family, to another episode of Wake Up Africa. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life truly on your own terms. We really want to thank every single person that supports us on Patreon. We appreciate, love you so much. Thanks to everyone who came to our aid with a love donation on PayPal to help us to maintain the show and to keep on moving. There's amazing things going on behind the scenes, family, because we are literally in a battle of narratives. And you know, it's interesting how Babylon used all these alternative voices to bring so many people with diverse thinking onto their web, into their spider web, which people call the World Wide Web, so that they could now create an artificial narrative and literally control the minds and the hearts of the people. And you know, that brings me to what I wanted to discuss today, family, about the war for the global reset. You see, there's two global resets that are happening simultaneously at the same time, and this is our judgment season, where we are judging ourselves with our choices. And our choices determine whether we come into nature's reset, which will be, you know, manifesting paradise, manifesting heaven on earth, manifesting our wildest dreams. But we have to bow to nature. We have to submit to nature. We have to cleave to nature and return to nature as much as possible and totally reject the world of the artificial, because the other reset that they're trying to do is the false reset of the New World Order. And they've known that this natural reset was going to happen. Family, I hope you're expanding the knowledge that you listen to, the information that you get on these platforms, and using it to kind of accelerate your inner and understanding, and to give you a broader, you know, to take advantage, while there are so many different voices that haven't been made homogeneous yet, to take advantage to learn about all the things that are happening, that's happening with the natural disasters, family. I'm sure you saw the other day how hundreds of cows died from heat wave in the divided states. That's not the only thing that's happening. There's floods everywhere, family. There's so many things that are simultaneously going on because nature is resetting herself. Nature is moving into a new dispensation. Actually has already moved into a new dispensation and is literally just like cleaning herself so that she can put on this new garment, this new narrative, this new, you know, book of life. And we are, you know, we are also part of that process. So the magicians and the wizards and the warlocks of the, you know, the secret societies that basically use the knowledge of the ancient ones and the ancestors to control people, and then they block everyone's access from that. That's what secret societies are. Secret societies basically means they have access to secret knowledge that you don't have access to. They have a secret understanding of what's really happening in the world that you don't have. It's like the Pope worshiping the Black Madonna, and you know, that's like the main statue in the Vatican. Stories for other days. Family, please do your research. So if you expand your thinking, you'll see that there's all these celestial alignments that have been happening recently, where like all these planets were perfectly aligned, and that's not the only thing that's happening. There's just, you know, there's just so much, family. It's like destruction and creation all just happening at the same time. And the magicians and the wizards and the warlocks of the new, you know, of these Illuminati, the Secret Cabal, they knew that this reset was going to happen. And what they wanted to do was to use this as an opportunity to kind of create their own new world order, their own global reset into this kind of police world, where surveillance everywhere, keeping people totally dumbed down through chemicals in their food and all this crazy stuff, and just manipulating the global psyche of the people. That's been their agenda, in a hope that they could stop this organic reset that is happening in all of us. And that's why everything is being poisoned that they can imagine. It's just to try and keep the vibration this low. And you see, the organic reset is happening in the hearts and minds of, you know, many chosen ones across the world. It's something that they can't even control. what they've done is, like, when they look on a global map at all the humans moving around, right? The chosen ones have a different glow to them. They have a different light to them. And that's what makes them targeted. That's why they're like, okay, this person is shining different. This person is shining different. And they kind of attack those people through gang stalking, through all kinds of ritual magic, which is no longer working because we're not in that dispensation anymore. And most chosen ones have actually grown beyond the spells and the wickedness of those who tried to control them in the past. I should do a show on that. So this thing is happening organically. People are being set organically, and then what happens is when I do my work, I shift the energy in my community. If I do even more work, I shift the energy in nations. As we connect, I'm connecting with people from the Caribbean, from Europe, from the Middle East, all over, family. As we all connect, and all these ideas become shared ideas in our group consciousness, we shift the world. We are shifting the world. And it's something they can't control. That's why they talked about how this Christ energy would come like a thief in the night, because they wouldn't be able to identify who was causing this resurrection. They know you're shining different, but they don't know, your role from others. They're not as in control as they would want to be with that. And so that reset is happening, and all we have to do is stand firm in the growth and the transformation that is happening within us, and protect ourselves, body, mind, and spirit, from the onslaught of the enemy, from their agenda. You always have a choice, family. And you can always choose to say no. I know we've been made to feel like saying no is uncomfortable. Saying no is, anti-establishment, will get us in trouble. Blah, 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 blah. But all you have to do is say no. They can't force anything on you. But they can make you feel, because they've manipulated your emotions so much, and now I'm talking about the New World Order, they can make you feel that you have to obey their rules, follow certain standards, and you only have to do that if you're deep in their matrix, which is why I keep saying, come out of her, beloveds. Come out of Babylon, move into nature, move to small towns, move to small villages, and big up to all my family, not just in Kenya, but in the divided states across Africa, who have built their off-grid home or started building their off-grid home, who have moved out of the cities and moved into smaller towns where the New World Order agenda is not as strong, because they're not done. And their whole vibe is death. Their whole vibe is control. Their whole vibe is to increasingly shut down humanity to the point where humanity is literally just an energetic slave. Whereas nature's reset is about returning us to our true heritage as gods and goddesses on this earth, as guardians in this earth, as truly magical and powerful beings. It's a spiral up with nature. Whereas the New World Order, it's a spiral down, family. So always be very aware that this war is going on, whether they're talking about it or not, because everything is being done so covertly. Just know that this war is going on. And don't allow Babylon to use, because Babylon they've had like a head start. But you can't beat nature. You know what I mean? You just can't beat, no matter what you do, no matter how you try, you can't beat nature. But they've had a head start in terms of colonizing our minds, or getting our minds to think of the global reset as their reset, when this is something that comes around every thousands of years. There's a clock, there's a universal clock where this always happens, and this is the season for that. So make sure that you're in the right global reset, family. Make sure you're on the organic nature side, and if you already have seen your life shift and transform. You'll have already escaped the snake bite and the double miracle and all of that. And you'll find that you're being strengthened in your ways, that you're healing, that you're transforming, and that you're literally going through a resurrection process, which is the gift of nature's reset. It's like, regardless of all the stuff that they did, we can become whole again. And I'm talking about healing yourself of cancers, of diabetes, of all kinds of physical illnesses. healing your mind of just the trauma and damage of, of inheriting the DNA of colonialism, slavery, and all those narratives. This is our season to heal, because nature is resetting herself. And I don't know about you, but I've definitely chosen to be part of nature's reset. That's where it's at, family. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Until next time, Tuko pamoja.